Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you're here for the very first time and if you're watching my video very first time, so I would really request you all to first subscribe the channel below, and the topic for today discussion is going to be very essential. So today actually we are going to deep dive into the data types which we have in Python, and along with the data types I'll explain you what is variable and the four most important data types: list, tuple, dictionary and set. So these four are highly usable in Python. And why you should learn these data type? Because in Python, the data, whenever you're taking the data, whenever you are working with the data, without the understanding of the data type, you will not be able to handle it accurately. So let's move forward without wasting your time and start discussing about the data types and variables. So first off, we have actually the variable definition, which I have listed down for all of you. Let's talk about these in detail. So guys, as you can see, the number one topic for today is variable. What is a variable? Okay, it's very important because variable will be there always in the data, and variable is a named location in memory used to store the data. So you can say basically the variable, it act as a container. So I'm mentioning that here it is acting as a container for data. Like for example, name itself is a variable because name can be Rajat, name can be Ravan, name can be Ram, name can be Amit, anything, everything is a name, and the container for all these name is basically the name keyword, that is a variable. And in Python, you don't need to declare a variable externally. Basically, when you'll define the variable, Python will automatically will detect that this is a variable, and it is determined at runtime based on the value assignment. So sometimes it's an interview question, anybody can ask you like when the variables are identified. So you need to tell at the runtime when you are running the Python code. Okay, and the syntax for writing a variable, you can give any variable name and the value of that variable. For example, I write x equal to 1. So x is the variable or the container and the value is 1. So this is about variable. Okay. Now let's move on to data types. So let's quickly cover some important but easy data type. Then we will move to the more complex one and important one. So the number one is integer. What is integer? We all know, like whenever you see a number, okay, so this is a variable, this age is a variable, and this number 25, what is this? This is an integer value. Okay, and in the previous video I told you guys about the print command. Basically, print is a kind of a functionality which Python gives you, and you can type the value whatever you want to print. So let's say this is the print. Just look at the line number 10 for a couple of seconds. Line number 10 says print, then this quotes, then double quotes age. So what is this? This is a string which I just want to print. I don't want to resolve the value. The value of age is this one. This is a variable. If you notice, so the a is small here when I am assigning the 25 value, and the value of a is capital here. So don't get confused. This is different. This is different. And this is basically 25. So when I'll print this will print 25. I am going to run the codes and show you. But the thing is, first you need to understand the concept. Now in the line number 11, what I'm doing the type checking. This is the first time I am telling you about this concept. So when you want to check the type of the data, you need to give this command. Okay, whatever the variable name, let's say here the variable name was x when I gave you that example. So what you need to do, you need to write type of x. So what will be the type of x? 1 is an integer, so it will show you an integer. Similarly, the output will be integer here when I will run this code. I will run it shortly. Now let's move on to the float. What is float? When you have some decimal value. Okay, so like the value of pi is equal to 3.14159, right? So that is a decimal point value. What we are doing at line number 15, we are just printing the value. Line number 16, we are checking the type. So this will show you the type like decimal type. Now let's move on. The third one is string. What is a string? Anything which is written in alphabets, that is a string. Like my name, if I write Rajat, okay, and I assign a variable like y equal to double quotes and Rajat. So this is a string. Similarly here it is a string. So in line number 20 we are checking just the print thing, and line number 21 you are validating what is the type of this. Okay, let's move forward. The fourth one is boolean here. What is boolean? Boolean value means true or false. Boolean is always basically two value you need to remember. Whenever somebody asks what is a Boolean value, you have to say either true or false. When I'm saying, basically when I'm saying here that is active equal to true, so I am assigning a Boolean value here. Let's scroll down a bit because I need to show you the full example. Let's check the Boolean first now. Okay, let me quickly remove all this. Let's talk about the Boolean. Okay, so you can see that is active equal to Boolean I mentioned here. Let me pick up my pen. Okay, now you can see the value is active equal to true. Now I am printing this value, print is active and is active. This is basically the variable which is going to come and print here. Similarly, here I am checking the type of is active. So these are the some data types which are very basic in nature. These are the data type which like we have been using. And if you're new to the programming language, if you have any question, just comment it out because these are very easy ones. So that's why I'm not giving that much time to them, because you can see the variable. This is integer, floating point number, then we have string here, and then we have the Boolean value. So these are the easy one. Now let's go to the more important one for them. Actually, this video is something which I am preparing. That is going to be really important because we are going to perform so many operations. Okay, first let's clean everything. Now just have a look at what is list. Obviously, what is list? List is a ordered and mutable collection of element that allow duplicate value. Okay, at the same time, duplicate value. What is duplicate value? Like one value can occur more than one. Like if you are writing banana, so you can write banana 3 times also. Okay, so that is a, but it should be ordered. Again, list is a ordered collection. Mutable means what? Mutable means you can do some changes in this. As a developer, as a Python programmer, you can do changes. Similarly, the difference in tuple, which is the next one, tuple and list, is that tuple are immutable. You cannot make changes. Okay. Now, what is list? It's ordered. Elements are sorted in the ordered way. They are added. They are mutable. Lists are mutable. So you can change element after creation. What is mutability? Add, remove or modify. These are the operation you can perform. This talks about the mutability of list. Then duplicacy, allow duplicate element, and many data type can be in a list. It's not like I'm in this example I'm writing about the fruits, but you can mention any name also. Like you can write one also. So the list will be apple, banana, cherry and one. So it is a mixed data type. Okay, that is a list. Now example is this fruit. I am making this list. Line number 33, I'm making a list, then I'm printing it, then I'm checking the type of it, and then I'm doing indexing. This line is about indexing. What is index? Index is basically the ranking, the rank ordering of the value inside the list. This apple is at index 0, banana is index 1. Index always start from 0, so don't get confused. Okay, banana is index 1, cherry is index 2. Similarly, index concept will remain the same for tuple, dictionary and set also. Okay, so don't get confused. Now let's move forward a bit. Let's talk about tuple. Tuple is a ordered but immutable. That is the biggest difference between the tuple and list. Immutable collection of element that allow duplicates. Like list elements, everything is same like list. Okay, it's a ordered collection but immutable. Duplicates are allowed, that is totally fine. So in your code, when you should use basically list, when you want others or yourself as a programmer to make changes in your data, you can use list. But if you want that changes should not occur when you're working in a team or in any business unit, you should use tuple. Okay, now let's move forward again. Let's talk about dictionary and sets. Then I will run these codes for you quickly. Let's talk about dictionary. Dictionary is a unordered mutable, again mutable collection of key value pair. Now the catch is key value pair. So there is one key and then that key has a value where key must be unique and immutable. जो key है, key should be having a immutability logic in it. So you should not be able to change the key, while the value can be any data type and they are mutable. Okay, so this is the very key definition I'm telling you. You should not forget it in your interviews and in your daily life also. This is very important. These are unordered. Talk about the characteristics. So these are unordered. Okay, and the keys are immutable and unique value. They can be mutable, okay, but the keys cannot, used for mapping data into unique key. Here is a one example, like name. This is a key. Alice is a value. I was talking about the container, right? The basic variables. So here age is again a key. This is the value. This is the key. This is the value. So age cannot be 10 type of age, right? Age is a container. Now let's move to set. What is set? Set is an unordered mutable collection of unique element. In this, what you should remember, this unique keyword. Set cannot contain any duplicate value. If you are going to provide any duplicate value to set, that is going to remove that and keep only the single element. Okay. Now the key characteristics, this is unordered, does not maintain any specific order. Unique, it does not allow duplicacy in the data at all. There will be no duplicacy in the data. Then it is mutable, element can be added and removed. Okay, on this note, let me quickly now execute the code for you guys and remove all these commentary. Okay, and this basically this whole file you will find on the GitHub. Okay, I'll put it there and I'll give the link in the description box. Okay, now let me just quickly right click and run the whole workbook in a single go. So this whole workbook will run. Now let me show you the output one by one. So age is 25. That is the output of line number 10. Then the type of age is this. If you see, type is int type. Similarly, if you go down, yeah, you see the pi output is there, okay, and the type is that float, and then you have the string and the type is string. You can see John D is written there, okay, and is active, which is the value of boolean. This one you can see here, the type is printed as boolean. So every data type is giving you two output. One is the print of that value and then the type of the value. Okay. Now let's go down, talk about the important one. So if you see, this is the list. Okay. List, it has been printed. Why it has been printed? Because of line number 34. And then there is a type. This is the type, which is the output of line number 35, and then line number 36 have this output. So first fruit is apple. Why this first fruit is apple is because I am calling the index 0. Fruit in fruit list. This is a list. Fruits is a list, and index 0, its apple is written. Similarly, let's go down. Then we have tuple and the first coordinate is 10. Obviously we called the first one only here. In the tuple also, if you see, this is the tuple where we are calling. Now we are talking about the dictionary. So dictionary, let's go down again. So dictionary is printed for you. Here is a dictionary. Name, Alice, age, and is employed, yes. So everything is printed. Then the type is printed as a dictionary, and then the first element is Alice. Obviously the key you have called, but you'll get the value. Okay. Now let's go to the set. So in the set, if you see, there is a duplicacy 1, 2, 3, but 3 is coming 2 times here. But in the output, if you see the unique number, when they are printing this line number 69 is printing it. So it's removing 1, 3. It's only keeping 1. Okay. Now similarly, the type is set again. So here is a conclusion of all these data types. These are very important, guys, okay? And you should know all of them, okay? Now, if you like the video, so please hit the like button and share this video with your friends and your colleagues. And if you like my content, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel. All this workbook, I'm going to save this whole workbook into my GitHub. You can download it from there. So on that note, I'm going to wrap up this video and I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you.